guys, it's Misty from the Joy of Elf. Welcome back to day 2 of my 3-part Falling Flowers series. So this week we're focusing on the Falling Flowers stamp set along with the matching I think they're called Mayflower framelits. So today we're going to be using this in color. I'm using Flirty Flamingo and Peekaboo Peach. So I mentioned in yesterday's video, it went up on Tuesday, that I was going to be focusing on 3 different color palettes this week. And what's great about these in colors is they're like in between the brights and the subtles. So yeah, so head over with me to my craft table and I'll show you how I made it. Card in our Falling Flowers week. So this week I am focusing on this stamp set, Falling Flowers. I'm going to go ahead and probably use the Scenic sayings with it all week. Maybe not, we'll see. Friday I may just do a completely floral card, but we'll see what happens. So I am going to use both of these to create a card. So let me move those out of the way. I am using a piece of Flirty Flamingo that measures 4 1/4 by 11. I scored it at 4 1/2. No, I scored it at 5 1/2. And then I have a piece of Whisper White that measures 4 by 5 1/4. This is going to be our inside piece. I am using our in colors today: Flirty Flamingo, Peekaboo Peach, and Emerald Envy. Those are going to be the colors that I use to stamp our images. And I thought I was actually going to use one of these flowers to stamp my background, but I think I'm going to bring in that really pretty flourish. So these are our cling mount stamps. They come with the rubber around them. I like to just throw the rubber away. It gets in my way. So this is so pretty. So all you do is you take off the backing, and it's a red rubber, so you get the ease of red rubber, but with the ability to put it on any block. So you can store it in this skinny DVD case and not have to worry about storing it in a big case with a big block. So let me open this. Excuse me. I'm going to do some tone-on-tone stamping. So I'm going to bring in my Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to stamp this probably 2 times. We'll see. Now, since this is such a big stamp, instead of putting my stamp in the ink pad, I'm going to take the ink pad to the stamp. One thing to know when you get a brand new ink pad is sometimes they can be very, very juicy. So you may end up getting ink in spots you didn't really want it. So I'm going to stamp like this. Behind me I have a sheet of our grid paper. You can get this now with the Paper Pumpkin logo on it. It's actually so really pretty. So I may be ordering that. You get, I think, 100 sheets. It's like $11. You can reuse them several times as long as you don't get them too dirty. I'll try to do like a 4-corner thing. I am going to have this piece that goes in the middle, so it doesn't have to be too serious, and I may actually cut that down a little bit. Some more of this background shows, because it doesn't make sense to stamp such a pretty background and none of it show up, right? Right, Misty, right. And if we go a little bit on the back, who cares? Right? Who cares? And what I think I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. Actually, let me clean this real quick. I've already sprayed this with Stampin' Mist because I've been crafting for a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring in, I want to bring in a piece of Smoky Slate as a layer. I think I need to add more stamping. What do you guys think? It's like, hello? The good thing is, again, this is going to be covered. So this mess in the middle, you're not going to accidentally see. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. I am going to bring in a piece of smoky slate. I should have done that. I should have known I would want some kind of layer between the white and the pink. So let me bring in a piece of smoky slate. Smoky slate, smoky slate. I love smoky slate with this flamingo. Oh my word, love it. I'm gonna bring in my Stampin' trimmer. I'm gonna cut this down to 3.5 by 4 3/4. And then I'm gonna cut this down to 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I know you can't see anything, but I have plenty of videos where you can see me cutting. Using a paper trimmer is probably the easiest thing. It can be the most like, whoa, what are we about to do? What am I about to do? Am I gonna cut my fingers off? Ah, yeah, see, I like that. What do you guys think? Good so far? Good so far. Okay, what do I want to do next? I want to stamp. Let's stamp some flowers. So I'm going to use Emerald Envy for my stems. Let's move this a little bit. I know it looks a hot mess, but it's going to be pretty. So I'm going to stamp off because Emerald Envy is pretty dark. So yeah, so I'm going to stamp off once, and I'm going to go to my card base, just like that. I'm not so concerned if they overlap. Just like that. So I wasn't going to initially cut these out, but I think I'm going to. So let me bring in another piece of Whisper White. Do I have a scrap piece of Whisper White? I do not have no scrap pieces of Whisper White. Will these work? These may work. Oh, yeah, nope. It'll work for this one, but I want my whites to match, so that won't work. I'm all over the place today, which is crazy because I planned this card out. Like, wait, what? You planned the card out? Are you kidding? No, I'm not kidding. All right, let me cut this. I'm just gonna cut it 4. And then 5. So we'll have some room to stamp. Okay, I'm gonna stamp. This time I want the peach to be the big flower. So again, if you watched Monday, or if you missed Monday, there is a tab at the top because there is a tab at the top at the die. So you want to make sure that you stamp in the same direction, like it going up. That way you know how to line your die up. Okay? Okay. So let's get 2 of these. This peach color, oh my word. So pretty. It's so pretty. Then we're gonna use Fleur de Flamingos for the little tiny little flowers. And I'll probably just do one. Okay, let's bring in the big shot. I've got my magnetic platform and 2 cutting plates per usual. So I'm just going to line these up. You're not going to be able to see it because it won't fit. But I'm using my magnetic platform, a cutting pad, then my flower dies. It does leave a tiny border around that. If you don't like that, you could always stamp these flowers on their coordinating cardstock. I think I'm just going to color them with their markers. Maybe, we'll see. That, seriously guys, having that tab just makes this so much easier. Oh no, I think I'm going to lose my voice. Tragedy. Okay, let's see. Do we want to color? I think I actually may like them. Like that. Let's stamp our sentiment. And smoky slate. We may need to add one more leaf, or a couple more leaves actually. Wasn't loving those green leaves anyway. Right? Roll. There we go. Much better. Oh, and I like it a little higher. So that's actually good because I'm going to put a ribbon on it. You know, I kind of actually like it without the green. So let's try that. Or I could bring in the green ribbon. No, let's do it without the green. That's what happens when you're... Girl, what are you doing? Roxy's acting crazy over there in the window. So let's layer this up. Okay, I want to use a piece of the Flirty Flamingo ribbon, and I want it to be somewhat toward the bottom. So I just put 2 strips of snail. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. And then I'm going to wrap this around, maybe. I think I mentioned this in a video from last week, but I am obsessed with Hamilton. Like, I'm sure I am Super late to the party, per usual, but oh my word. And we're going northeast this fall, and I thought, oh, maybe I can get some tickets. No. Number one, there's not any available until January. And number two, they start at $250, which I'm sure is a really good price for a Broadway show. But we ain't got that kind of money right now. And Rob is not dying to see it by any stretch of the imagination. So it would be mostly me who's like, please, let's not go say it. I want to say it. He will go, although he is not like a hip hop friend, he doesn't like hip hop. But I'm like, come on, it's good hip hop. I was like, it's not like gangster rap or something like that where, you know, they're shooting a bunch of women or something like that. I mean, it is about, you know, America's fight for independence and stuff like that, but it's pretty good. And you can get the entire soundtrack for only $20 on iTunes. What? My brother got me an iTunes gift card for Christmas and I never used it. Guess who's going to use it? I was going to use it on Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton going to have to wait. I can hear him on the radio. Or on the YouTube. You can't find all the songs, I don't think, on YouTube for Hamilton. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh my word, Misty, how did that happen? How, in the history of how did that happen? No. Two more things and then I think we'll be ready to move on. These are the in color enamel shapes. You get a few bit more in these than you do in the other ones. So we've got the Peekaboo Peach. Ooh. Do I want to bring this in? Maybe I should use the Sweet Sugar Plum. Did you know I haven't used that color yet? It's so pretty. I mean, it is a purpley color. Yeah, let's do these two. Okay. Fantastic. Simpatico. I think that means, I don't know, something in Italian. It's Italian. I do know that. I do know that. Okay, I'm going to take a big circle of the Flirty Flamingo and put that on the Peekaboo flowers and then vice versa. Okay, you can also add the hearts. There's hearts, stars, and circles. Really cute. It's so precious. Now, my least favorite time of day, bow tying. Although this ribbon makes it so easy. This is the Rouge ribbon. And I know it doesn't look like much when you look at it on the website or in the catalog, but this is probably my second favorite ribbon. My first is the Stitch Satin. I love the Stitch Satin ribbon. Decent? A very close second. See how easy that was? And if you guys follow me, you know I suck at tying bows. Okay, glue dots. Dots of the glue. I'm putting 2 on here, I think. Okay, There we go. Oh, happy day indeed. So cute. So that is day 2 of my falling flowers. I believe that's what it's called. Stamp set week. So make sure you check out the description box down below for all the links.